66 Words of the Buddha on Life. Here are 66 Buddhist teachings about life, the beautiful sentences of Buddhism. You want to learn Buddhism should read and ponder. Will help the mind more calm between worries in life. People suffer because the pursuit of the wrong things. If you do not want to give yourself affliction, other people will not be able to afflict you, because your mind does not fall well. Always thank those who bring adversity for yourself. You have to always open up the tolerance for the things that are sentient beings, no matter how bad they are, even if they hurt you. You have to let go of the true joy. When you are happy, think that this joy is not eternal. When you are suffering, think that this pain is not permanent. The attachment of today will be remorse for tomorrow. You can have love, but do not get attached. Because separation is probably of course. Do not waste your life in places where you will regret. When you really let go, then you will end up afflicted. Every wound is a maturity. The hopeless. The self-inflicted. Only when the self-awareness, self-service, modify themselves can change other people. You do not have the attitude of discontent people. You have to go back to review yourself properly. Being discouraged by others is a stumbling block for you. A person who cannot forgive others in their hearts will never be forgotten. The person in whose mind is filled with thought and vision will never hear the voices of others. Destruction of people only need a sentence. Build the people lost 1,000 words. Please you, multi-level down love. No need to turn around to see who cursed you. Assuming you've been bitten by a mad dog, you have to run to bite again? Never waste a moment thinking of someone you do not like. May you bring compassion and a peaceful attitude to express your unhappiness and dissatisfaction, so that others will be able to receive. The same is a vase. Why do you contain poison? The same peace of mind. Why you must be filled with such brain trouble? Things that are not going to happen, we will always say it is beautiful. Because you understand it too little, you do not have time to spend with it. But one day when you understand deeply, you will discover that it is not as beautiful as in your imagination. Living one day is blessed one day, so cherished. When I cry, I do not have slippers to wear. I find someone without legs. Add a little heart to pay attention to others with a little bit of self-reflection. You understand? Hatred of others is a great loss to you. Everyone has a life, but not everyone understands it. Even cherishes his life. He does not understand life. His life is a punishment. Mortality is the cause of suffering. Let love accept your new self. Do not insist on how to think too much. So will be more regret. When you are honest with yourself, the world will not cheat on you. People cover up his shortcomings by tricks. Injury to others is scumbag. The silent person cares for others. It is an invisible blessing. Do not try to guess the way other people think. If you do not judge with wisdom and experience, then it is a mistake. To understand a person, just see their purpose and their starting point is the same. You can know if they are true. The truth of human life is just hidden in the ordinary monotonous. Those who do not wash, the more you see the rotten water. Reputation and respect come from the real thing. There is a natural fragrance. Time will pass, so that time will wipe away your affliction. You just look at things that are purely serious, so you will be very miserable. People are always afraid of the good intentions of others than the medicine. Speaking a lie, you have to make up 10 more unreal words to fill in what is so hard. Living a day in vain, not doing anything, is no different than the crime of stealing. Adhering to them is not to hurt anyone. Silence is the best answer for defamation. Reverence for the person is solemn to oneself. There is an innocent love for everything. To be random, go is of course. So you need to, depending on which constant variable, that constant grace. Compassion is your best weapon. Just face reality, you pass the reality. Conscience is the most fair court of each person. You lie to others but cannot lie to your conscience. People who do not love themselves cannot love others. At times we want to ask ourselves, What are we pursuing? We live for what? Do not for a bit of dispute, but away from your friendship. Do not for a bit of resentment. Forget the grace of others. Think life to what I had. To think life what I did not have. If you can stand at the angle of others to think for them, then that is compassion. Do not be sarcastic. Do not hurt. Do not show off your talent. Do not show bad things. Naturally will turn the enemy into you. Be honest with the contradictions and defects in your mind. Do not deceive yourself. 'Cause does not owe us anything. So please do not blame it. Most people have only 3 things to do: lie to others, and lie to others. Mind is the biggest scammer. Others may lie to you momentarily, but it leaves you for life. Just self-conscious mind. The northwest, northeast are good. If a person is not level, do not leave alone. When you hold on to something without falling, you have only one of these. If you fall down, you have the opportunity to choose other things. If one is always bent on his conception, not falling down, the wisdom can only be attained to a certain degree. If you can live through the days of peace, then that is a blessing. How many people today cannot see the sun tomorrow? How many people today have become disabled? How many people today lost their freedom? How many people today have become water-lost hometown? You have your life, I have my life. I have nothing to do with you. As long as I can, I will be able to feel you. If not possible, I resigns. You hope to grasp the eternity, you need to control the present. Do not let it out of our mouths forever, no matter how bad the people are, how much evil. The more you curse them, the more contaminated your mind. You think they're your good knowledge. Others can cause karmic consequences. Others may harm us, hit us, destroy us. But do not let that resent them. Why? Because we must keep a complete nature and a pure soul. If a person has never felt the pain, it is difficult for them to understand. You want to learn the spirit of salvation, you must first suffer the tribulation. The world does not belong to you, so you do not need to throw away. The need to throw away is the persistence. Everything is supplied to us, but it does not belong to us. Since we cannot change the world around us, we have to change ourselves, facing all with compassion and wisdom.